Hello, and welcome back to the Compassionate Curiosity podcast, a space where we explore the messy, beautiful, challenging project of being human. I'm your host, Rachel, and for over a decade, I've supported thousands of women as a family nurse practitioner, Peace Corps health educator, wellness coach, and yin yoga and meditation teacher. And I help high achieving, heart led women stop hating their bodies without having to lose weight or fix themselves, so they don't waste another year having their energy and presence hijacked by body image struggles. And here in this space, we dive into the stories we carry about food, movement, our bodies, stress, and self worth, sharing tools, reflections, and lived experience to help you soften the pressure, reconnect with your body, and create more space in your life to breathe, rest, and just be. All guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion. And if you're not already following the show, I encourage you to take a quick second here to hit follow so that you never miss a new episode. And thank you so much for joining me here today. Today, we complete our mini heart talks, our 4-part series of gentle love letters to the emotions and inner parts of us that tend to get misunderstood or left behind. Each letter invites us to listen in a different way, with the intention to start to understand these parts of us instead of judging them, so that we can build more self-trust and inner safety. So if you've been following along, we've already met fear, shame, and anger. And today we are meeting guilt, the part of us that often confuses responsibility with self-blame. So I want to start by saying here that guilt isn't bad. No emotion is bad for that matter. Like every emotion, guilt has a purpose. It helps us stay aligned with our values or start questioning them, and guides us to repair when we've caused harm. But somewhere along the way, many of us learned a distorted version of guilt, one that's tangled with shame over responsibility and the belief that being good means never disappointing anyone. That's not guilt's original job. Healthy guilt, supportive guilt, says, I did something that didn't align with who I want to be. I can take responsibility and make it right. Toxic guilt, unsupportive guilt, says, I'm bad. I should have known better. I should have done more. I am wrong. And when that happens, guilt stops being a guide and starts becoming a super heavy weight, a weight that keeps us small, anxious, and endlessly apologetic, even for things that were never ours to carry. So today we'll explore guilt not as something to erase or get rid of, but as something to understand, to start separating responsibility from self-blame, and to let guilt become what it was meant to be all along, a bridge to integrity, empathy, and repair. So with that, let's begin. We're going to start by dropping into our bodies and just noticing what's here. So if you're safe and able to right now, I invite you to gently close your eyes and start by taking a deep breath in through your nose and letting out a long, steady breath through your nose. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and long, slow breath out. And then just letting your breath fall into its natural rhythm, however that is right now. Just noticing. And now bring your attention to your heart space. Notice what you feel there. Maybe warmth, tightness, openness, heaviness. See if you can meet whatever's there with softness, not needing to fix it or analyze it, just noticing. And let's take one more deep breath in through the nose and letting out a long, slow breath through your nose. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes and coming back to this space. Or again, you're welcome to stay with your eyes closed if that feels supportive right now. Okay, so to hear a message to guilt. Dear guilt, I see you, I feel you, I hear you. For so long, I misunderstood you. You existed to punish me, to remind me of every misstep, every time I fell short. You showed up when I said no, when I rested, when I disappointed someone, when I finally chose myself. And I believed you meant I was selfish, careless, unkind. But now I see you more clearly. You've always wanted to keep me connected to others, to what matters most. You rise up when I act out of alignment, telling me, this isn't who you are. But somewhere along the way, your voice got tangled with shame. And instead of guiding me toward repair, you convinced me I was the mistake. I see now you were never trying to hurt me. You just didn't want me to lose love, belonging, or integrity. You thought that if I stayed small, over apologized, and took the blame, I could stay safe and connected. But I don't need to carry that anymore because accountability and self-punishment aren't the same thing. And love isn't earned through guilt. It's strengthened through honesty and care. So now, when you show up, I'm learning to pause and ask, what are you trying to protect? And often I find the answer is love. So thank you for trying to keep me close, for reminding me that connection matters. But I don't need to shrink or self-punish to stay connected anymore. You can rest, guilt. You've done enough. You belong here too, not as my judge, but as my guide. Love me. I invite you to take a slow, steady breath in and let it out softly. And just notice what's present in your body right now. Maybe you feel lightness, warmth, release, heaviness, maybe nothing at all. Whatever's here, it belongs. And if you sense guilt anywhere in your body, maybe a heaviness in the chest, a knot in your stomach, or a pull in your throat, see if you can meet it with curiosity instead of criticism. Maybe you say, it's okay. You can be here. I'm listening. Okay. And now to hear from guilt. Dear you, I know I can feel heavy, like a weight on your chest that won't let you breathe. But I've never wanted to suffocate you. I've always wanted to keep you close to your values, to remind you of what matters to your heart. I became loud when you started confusing worthiness with perfection. When you thought being loved meant never upsetting anyone. So I took on more than was mine to hold. I made you believe that being responsible meant being at fault for everything. I see now how that's exhausted you. That was never my intention. When you meet me with tenderness instead of fear, I can soften into what I was meant to be: awareness, integrity, empathy. I can help you repair, not replay. You don't need to earn love through me. You already are love. You are already love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for seeing me differently. And thank you for letting me rest. Love, guilt. Okay, and take a deep breath in. And let out a long, slow breath as those words settle in. And just notice again how your body feels right now. Maybe lighter, maybe more grounded. See if you can place a hand over your heart and say, I can be responsible without carrying blame. This is what integration feels like. The merging of honesty with self-compassion. When guilt is met with understanding, it transforms into integrity, repair, and connection. And so with that, my dear, we complete our first mini Heart Talk series. And as you move through your day to day, maybe notice when guilt speaks up. In moments you say no, rest, or set a boundary. And instead of automatically apologizing in that moment, what if you paused and asked, is this mine to carry? Or have I been taught to carry it? And you might not know the answer right away, and that is okay. Simply bringing awareness to the question is part of rebuilding trust with yourself. Sometimes guilt is yours to carry, like when your words or actions cause harm and repair is needed. But sometimes guilt isn't yours at all. It's the echo of old conditioning that told you your needs or boundaries made you selfish. So if it's yours, move toward repair with compassion for yourself. And if it's not, gently set it down. That is how self-trust and emotional freedom begin to grow. And I would love to hear what came up for you during this episode. What does guilt feel like for you? And when it shows up, what do you tend to do with it? And I want to thank you so much for journeying through this 4-part series with me. If this series resonated with you in any way, I would love to know. Maybe it softened something in you. Maybe it stirred something up. Maybe it made you curious. Either way, I welcome it, and your feedback helps me shape what comes next here. So I will link in the show notes as to how to get in touch with me with regards to that. And until next time, my dear, may you know that you are not alone. I am here with you, guided by curiosity and grounded in compassion. Gratitude today and always.